Happy
Ew,
Wednesday.
ew,
Aw.
ew. That sign is not wrong. That
Happy
sign is not
Wednesday
wrong.
to
That
you
mask is
all.
lit. That mask is lit, boy.
Woo! I hope this Wednesday finds you well. Sorry I can't talk because of this mask. Gah. Ah. But hope you guys are safe and sound out there. Um, having a good week so far. I'm still on the little hiatus for now from my day job, but we'll see what happens with that. It's literally like an hour by hour situation, so it's been very confusing for everyone. But thank you guys for joining us. Hit us up in the comments, call us at the link. Tyler, how are you doing this evening?
Good, man. Just getting through the week. Looking forward to the weekend. Got, of course, new Mandalorian dropping every Friday at midnight. Always love that. We got a Friday West Ham game as well. I just realized that.
Whew, come on, West
So,
Ham.
so we'll be doing a recap of that on the next show. But all in all, man, doing good. Ronnie, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. I thought, it's been sort of teased out. Monday we were going to open. All right, no. Tuesday we're going to open. Nope. Wednesday we're going to open. Like it just keeps, like I said, we don't even know. So we're just waiting and seeing until we can reopen. But had a chance because I wasn't directly tipped off, but Braden, friend of the program,
Mm-hmm.
who you've enjoyed his company on here a couple times, he went and played Torrey Pines yesterday. I was curious as to how he was able to book it the same day. Normally, it's like a week out in advance.
Right.
And apparently, it's just super, super cheap right now. So play the Twilight rate for $27.
Nice.
Torrey Pines.
Beautiful.
Cannot beat it. And this is a public course. So if you, whether you're a resident of San Diego or not, everyone can just roll up and play if you catch book your time.
Mm-hmm.
So got to enjoy about 7 holes. Um, certainly a departure from the normal weekday courses I played. National City, it's like
Yeah.
$9.
Yeah.
Those of you that remember, it actually caught on fire one time when I was there. Not because of me, unfortunately. Different things happen out there in the streets. I love those courses as well. But Torrey Pines is kind of, you saw the picture. It's sort of Torrey Pines. Like
It's nice.
it's a different kind of
It's
animal.
gorgeous. It's yes.
You could see the this green here. It's kind of hard to see in the picture, but that's my ball there. I think that was my third shot to get there. I believe it's a par 5. But look at this green. That's stupid. Like you're in a little valley here that comes to a V, and then the pin is sitting up right at the top of the V, and then you can roll off the back. So,
Yep.
and also keep in mind, this is the North Course, which is allegedly the easier of the two. So, golf is hard. It's really dumb, but I enjoy going out there. Oh yeah, they had this sign too. When you go to the second hole, you are now entering the Undertow, one of the toughest 3-hole stretches on the PGA Tour. And I was like, cool, this should be great for me.
Yeah.
Like I usually average like 110. What are we doing? Just walking up like an idiot. But it was a good time. I was just happy to be there. I've only got to play the South Course once before. One other thing that I wanted to point out, just so you kind of get when they do the Farmers, or this year they're going to have the PG or the U.S. Open there. I believe the first time since 1998, but they're going to make it even more ridiculous when that comes around. But the Super Pro tees that they play off, where they actually put on the scorecard, like, do not hit from there. By request only. And basically that means you're not allowed. Because they're already setting this up for like months in advance.
Our security guys will beat the shit out of you if you step near this tee.
You'll get tackled or tased or whatever. But
Yeah.
I did shoot this one video because it was kind of scenic. The hole that we were on, I believe this was, I want to say the 4th hole. And you could see how far back the pros play. And then There's like the normal blue and black tees, and I was playing for the whites because I'm like, let's just be real.
Hey, yeah, know your time. Know your level. Be self aware. It's all good.
I was like 1 or 2 back from the ladies' tees, but
sure.
I was
Nothing wrong with that.
The amateur, the white tees, and I was consistent, and I was in the tee box. But just so you get an idea here, okay, they tee off way back there on the cliff, and then we come up. These two guys, I got a little story to tell, but I'll leave that for later. And then, as you can see, I'm playing from down here. The white tees, baby.
Yeah. Hey, nothing wrong with that.
That was my first great drive of the day. So, pat myself on the back. I cut a little shortcut there. Went over the.
Not going to toot your own horn, but beep beep.
Beep beep. But yes, those two guys, in reference to my sign that you saw at the beginning, were outrageous because it wasn't even that crowded for Torrey Pines. I mean, you could tell by the prices that it wasn't going to be.
Sure.
But for some reason, these two guys thought it was the actual U.S. Open, and they thought they were actually capable of playing in the U.S. Open. And they were just making all kinds of comment. Like, I was behind them, like you could see from the video, complaining the whole time. Like, why is it so slow? This and that. Like, the tee before literally called the clubhouse to get the marshal and be like, the group in front of us is just playing way too slow. Like, I don't know if you would. And then he like hangs up and like tells his bro like, oh, he's sending someone out. It's all good. And then I've watched you guys teed off 4 times in a row, possibly even worse than me. Like, every time these guys were waiting for like the green to clear, I was like, you can't hit it. Just go. Like, you will never reach it.
Right,
like, I know you won't.
Yeah.
I know you won't. And then they're just like waiting, getting all frustrated, shanking it like 130 yards off to the right.
Right.
Slamming the club in the ground. I'm just like, dude.
Yeah, from where they're at, they're going to be like at least 2 shots and probably a short chip just to get onto the green.
You're the ones complaining about it, and you are part of the problem. Like, what is the deal? And then I grouped up with like a younger kid. I think he was like a high school age kid. There was a threesome behind us that I think they were like visiting from Mexico or something. They tried to group up with us. That was a weird situation. They were like, oh yeah, let's just all play together and go. I was like, I mean, I don't care. Yeah, I'm still waiting. And then this guy goes back and he's like still on the green to the previous hole. I was like, no, that's not how it works at all. Like, if we're all here ready to go, we'll group up. Let's go. But
right. Yeah, not waiting on you, bro. Yeah.
So those type of guys, those 2 guys, I don't know you. I hope I never know you, but you are literally the worst. Like, wow, I hate you. Like, you make everything worse. Like, just enjoy being at Torrey Pines. $27, dude. It's not
That's a deal.
It's one of the best courses on earth.
Some would say that's a GD deal.
That's a GD deal. But one other thing, if you see the parking lot here, it goes Mercedes, Maserati, Infiniti, Audi, Jeep, Range Rover. Oh, and there's the Death Scion, which you may recognize from this photo.
That's right.
That's me. I mean, this is really a workhorse of a vehicle. I cannot recommend the 2006 Scion anymore. Anything you need to do.
Still going strong.
Yeah. This was my walk back to the car. I was like, I mean, it kind of stands out. Like, I feel like I should take a picture of it. But, hey, got me home safe, got me there safe.
Everybody else is like, don't even park next to it. Just like skip a space. You can't be seen parked next to that.
Yeah, I think people were sort of given a wide berth. And I was like, yeah, dude, you don't know what I'm capable of. I don't give a heck.
I've got all this crap in this car. You don't know what's in here.
I could bust out anything. Let me just pop my hatchback. But let's check in on the comments real quick. Of course, suck it, mosquitoes. As you know, that's a classic. And again, Nick chiming in, suck it, mosquitoes. We'll have to get touch base as far as Friday's show. Maybe from Nick's patio. I don't know.
Ooh.
Suck it, New York Knicks. All right.
Sure.
That's coming out of nowhere. That caught me off guard. And Justin, we need to get out and play with Kelly Lowry again, ASAP, gentlemen. Well, he's definitely classier than me on the golf course, but again, I don't have too many, rules of the game type of thing. I like to go play in a t-shirt, whatever. Torrey Pines, I put on a collared shirt. Like, just
But they wouldn't let you out there with your no limit shirt.
honestly, I think they would. I don't think there's a
I would
dress
have
code
to.
there. I don't think there is.
Collared shirts or 90s record label shirts.
It was
That's
more
all we
about
allow. That's
just showing up with some reverence for, where I was at.
sure.
I'm not just going to look totally homeless out here.
Look the part, be the part, right?
But on the other hand, you have the guys that think they're on the PGA and they're just like literally as bad as me. Can't stand it. See, that's all it is right there. Trash on the course, but play fast. Just respect
Just go.
People in front and behind. Keep it moving. Just keep that thing moving.
Yep.
Suck it, Mike Nolan. Oh, and I did not have the flex of setting my clubs next to the Maserati. I didn't see the owner around. It was just a funny lineup. I was like, one of these things is not like the other. But we in here. Anyway, it was a good day out. Always a fun time at Torrey Pines. As I said, a public course, not a country club, not private. Anyone can go there. You just have to be able to, reserve a time. And it's very slow right now. So had a good time.
There you go.
But a couple other little news and notes. I mean, it's not, a lot of stuff going on with college basketball. Finally, week 13 has ended in football. Sorry, Justin, with the way that turned out.
Yeah.
But, are any of us three that surprised? It just kind of evened out to what it was.
I was just surprised by how easily Baltimore was running the ball against Dallas.
Yeah.
And like they had it was like just under 300 yards. I know like Gus Edwards had 100 yards on like 7 carries. Lamar had almost 100. Dobbins had 70 something. Like they were just running the ball at will. It was pretty crazy.
And again, a team that really does not want to put the ball in the air. Kind of surprising that you would. And Lamar clear to play like he's going to start the game. I mean, Justin, was texting back and forth with both of us last night, and even mentioned the fact that it's just like, are we just going to completely disregard the running game? Like, is that the plan? Like, I don't know. It's weird, but it was what it was. Cowboys hung tough for a little bit. I was rooting for them, as you know, but it just came out in the wash. I mean, that was the result that we knew was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to let Lamar beat us with his arm tonight.
Look, if that was the strategy, he nailed it. He nailed that strategy. Lamar did not beat them with his arm.
That's true. I mean, if he's a man of principle, he drilled that down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They put the work in the video room, all the preparation. They got that.
Exactly.
But
Mike Nolan, 5-year extension now just because he nailed it.
Yeah. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. NFC East, anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Yep. Literally anything is possible.
Yes.
But on that note, Tyler pointed out a great tweet that they had last night and just sort of brought to his attention how great the football team, their Twitter account has been over the course of the season. And I'll put this one up. This was the most recent one that we had last night.
The boys, Keith Lee and Adam Cole there. I love it. Love it.
That's getting thrown into the abyss.
Yep.
But the Washington football team has been very strong on Twitter. And friends of the program know I didn't work for the Padres, but I worked closely with them. and they have one of the most watered down, lame social media presences of any team. Yeah. And it was very restricted. Anything we could do, like I worked for the radio station that was their flagship station, and they were still, always getting at us like, you can't do that, delete that, you can't do this. And I'm like, look at your account, it sucks. Like, just let us do something interesting. You already signed the contract. Like, we will blow this out. We'll make it all Padres. And they're like, nah, yeah. And then person that will not be named that ran their social media ended up giving away the account for free on Mother's Day.
Oh, that was so good. That was so good.
And then never had to deal with them again. I was like, don't even, you're not even on my level. So just go away. Your opinion does not count. But yeah, they have been coming through with some stone cold stunners. This was earlier. Sorry, Justin, again. But this was a great one that they blew out the meme there. Hey, look, I'm a Laker fan, but again, if you're looking at, just the high-profile front-runner type team people, Yankee hat, Duke hoodie, LeBron Lakers T-shirt, the jean shorts also kill me. I don't know where that fits
great.
in.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I thought it was pretty good.
But, look, I told you last night, like, if you tell me you're a fan of one of these teams and you're not, like, from that general area, I automatically assume these are all the teams that you root for.
And it's the stereotype. Many times
it exists. There's a reason it exists.
I know real fans of all teams, but, gotta love the football team just hammering on the meme there, just going after the low-hanging fruit. And any team of any league that just is free to have like an entertaining Twitter or Instagram or whatever is so refreshing to me personally, because the Padres never allowed that. And I was like, this could be so much better. Why do you guys like keep us reined in? But
yeah, it's never made sense. Like we were just talking about a little bit, like right before the show, like being just like super like straight laced, like that's the like opposite of what social media is there for. It's like, have fun, like make people laugh, put goofy shit out there. Like, yes, there obviously has to be a line that you can't cross, but like the point of social media is like, let's fucking be goofy and get people's attention, not just like Padres up 3-4 in the fourth, and like that's like every tweet you put out. Like, come on.
Just I'm not even going to get into it. The Padres official social media person that will not be named that runs it, you're not good at your job. And that's why your social media is so bad.
You know what? I'll name that person. Ryan Klesko, you're dropping the ball.
Easy there, big fella. Still one of the all-time great Vin Scully moments. Strikes out. I think it was like mid-90s. Strikes out, smashes the bat on the ground, and Vin, just classic Vin. Easy there, big fella. Gotta love it. And no, this is not a personal attack. Sorry, Justin. But, hey, WFT that plays at FS, they got a good social media presence going.
They do.
So I always am very refreshed to see that. But a couple other little odds and ends. I did want to get... All right, we know Tyler's a Michigan fan. I don't really think this is personally directed in any way towards Michigan. They're not really relevant.
No, they're not.
Let's just be honest, but the Big Ten comes out, changing the rules. Still got to get our one team that might have a chance in that playoff. Just not surprised, but just wanted to hear what Tyler had to say about this. We all knew it was going to come. I mean, look at what the SEC has done. They just make it work. Magically, just make it work. Like, well, the guidelines were this, but now they're this. Or any team, any conference that has a chance to get a team into that playoff and the money that comes with that playoff, they're just going to shuffle it around and make it happen. So, not surprising, but just annoying, I guess, that we have to have this conversation again, but just want to get your thoughts on that, Tyler.
So kind of all like the frustration I have on this isn't even directed towards the Buckeyes. Like they didn't do anything wrong in this situation. It's a combination of the Big Ten has just totally handled the entire are we going to play? Are we not going to play? Okay, this is what we're going to do. They've handled the situation all wrong from the very get-go. Obviously, being the first team to just be okay, we're not going to play. And then when everybody else is going to play, okay, well, we'll play, but we're going to do 6 weeks, and we're not going to allow for any makeup weeks. And so now you have to have this amount of games, but if you miss so many games, you're not eligible, but we're not going to allow for makeup games. We're not going to let you schedule non-conference games. They obviously repeatedly told that to Nebraska. And then, of course, Wisconsin misses out, and at no point in time do they say, yeah, we're looking at changing it. We'll see how Wisconsin does. I'm curious to see, and again, I really don't really have a problem with this. I've said it on here before, as much as it pains me to say it. Ohio is a top 4 team in the country. They probably should be in the playoff. And I think what really helps case is they also beat Indiana, who's the other option from their division to go to the championship game. If those two hadn't played, then I'd be well, okay, now Indiana's getting screwed over. But I think I do really kind of wonder, though, if the roles were flipped and it was Indiana that was undefeated, would they change the rules?
That's kind of the eternal question. Do you bend over backwards for anyone else besides your show pony type team? Or is it just going to be we got to get anyone in there that we can? So that does bring up some questions. I mean, I knew at some point, especially with the games being canceled that have already been canceled in that conference, the rules, regulations, whatever, were going to change. It's just kind of a dumb, annoying look. It was already obvious that you were going to do this, but it just kind of, I mean, I don't have any skin in the game at all, but just you knew it was coming. And now suddenly when all this, the day after the Michigan game gets canceled, we're going to, we'll fix this to make it right for our one team that might make it. That's just kind of the,
I have a feeling, and again, this isn't just purely an attack on them, because I think just given the history, and I don't mean recent history, I mean overall history of Michigan or Penn State, I think those are the 3 teams that the Big Ten would do this for. I think if it's anybody else, I really wonder if they bend over backwards and change the rules.
Yeah.
So I just the optics are just really bad on this. I think it's fair that they're putting Ohio in there. I just think it's dumb that they made this rule at the beginning, and it was a stupid rule. Not did they think there were going to be no further outbreaks by saying we're going to do 6 games and we're not going to allow for any makeup games? Do you really think games aren't going to get canceled? So that's one. And then again, just the optics of it's your best shot at a playoff contender. So now you're going to change your rules when, again, we don't know if they would have changed the rules for Wisconsin. Let's say Wisconsin, because they missed their 3 games. Let's say if they were undefeated, would they change the rules for Wisconsin? I kind of hard to think they would.
And I think the thing really in this case, we don't know. Yes, USC has not lost a game, number 20, but just we're not going to play. Oh, now we're going to play. Start late, and then we're just going to make up the rules as we go. That just makes it look worse. The SEC, for better or worse, probably worse, but they were just plow ahead. We're never going to miss a game. We're going to go. We're going to go. And,
and they left a week or 2 for makeup games too. So it's they at least did that.
So just kind of the half-hearted start of the Big Ten, and then now when it's kind of going sideways on them, that everyone could see games are going to get canceled, teams are not going to be able to play, what are you going to do? And then now this backtracking, but we still got to, we'll all vote, and now it's cool, they're going to go.
And again, like I said, I'm not that mad about it because, again, they played Indiana, they won that game. fine. They can be the division representative. I'm really not that miffed about that. It's just the whole handling by the Big Ten from the very get-go has just been terrible, shady, just overall stupid.
I mean, I'm just hoping USC loses a game so the Pac-12 does not have to deal with this, because if they keep winning and then they have to change the rules around, if they have to cancel a game, again, we're going to have another bad one of these. But, yeah, it's just awkward for the Big Ten. We knew it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
It just still looks kind of silly. Like,
it's just bad luck for them.
No, it's just
that's a good look. That's a good look right there. That's what that is. I'll get up in the evening,
and I ain't got nothing to say. I just had to throw that one to keep you off balance a little bit.
No, it's good. I appreciate it.
Little known fact: FIFA runs the Big Ten. I mean, possibly
they might.
I don't know the whereabouts of Sepp Blatter at this point.
It's true.
He could be shadow commissioner of the whole conference.
Yeah, right. No, they did hire a guy in the offseason, Bep Slatter. So I don't know. might want to check into that guy.
He looks just like Sepp Blatter with like a mustache, though. It's weird.
That's it. Yeah.
Bep Slatter. Look out for this guy. He's a wild card. And then actually, that's a fitting transition. It's not a whole lot going on, or even college basketball, but did want to throw out some Champions League because we got the final 16 set today.
That's right.
Real Madrid did make it. I mean, I really wish they didn't, just to troll them, but I mean, it was bound to happen. Whatever.
Yeah.
So the draw is going to come up here. I don't know when the actual
the 14th. So that's what, next Monday or Tuesday? I can't remember.
But usual suspects. I mean, these are all you have to say, if not the best 16 teams in Europe, at least all in the top 20.
Sure.
I have no problem with that. And just really wanted to hammer on, as you know, Americans balling out.
That's
so
right.
We have that go on I believe it was Sunday or Saturday. And then today we had Zach Steffen, shout out to the God, made his start. Man City won the game. That's 9 American eligible players in this current Champions League, which I believe is a record.
Yes.
And yesterday, my boy, Weston McKennie, get loose. This was supposed to be the Messi Ronaldo Bowl, but clearly the goal of the day was Weston McKennie, and just the whole setup of it. Again, can't play the video. Entertainment purposes only. Copyrights involved. Who knows? Tyler also sent me this.
And we have no money, so we can't pay for that.
We cannot afford that. But Tyler sent me this great one today as well. Just going with a sidekick. But, man, what a goal. And I'm just happy to see, look, first of all, Team USA, just get in the World Cup. Like, everything is in this region that you play in, it's all set up for you and Mexico to get in the World Cup every time. Mm-hmm. Losing to Trinidad and Tobago and not qualifying, it ain't good enough. I mean, occasionally, yes, you'll have a punchy Canada, I don't know, Jamaica team that has like a golden generation, whatever, coming together. Right. But really, it's just you two. So you need to be getting the World Cup out of this region. And just happy to see, like I said, all these guys balling out, doing their thing in Europe, playing in the Champions League, which is a huge deal. And, just excited to see what happens. I mean, especially in the case of McKennie, not just because of the great goal, but, I mean, I was a little nervous when he went from Schalke over to Juventus. I was like, I don't know, but I'm willing to see what happens here because Italy seems to be right in sort of lockstep with Germany as one of the only two like power leagues in Europe that will give Americans a chance because they've already had successful Americans play there, especially in that defensive midfield role. So the better he shows, the better it's going to be for all these young kids. So very encouraged to see him play well yesterday. That was a nice little nugget of joy, I guess.
Yeah, get to your point, like it's insane because like I can think back to like when it was just like Landon Donovan went to Everton and like rode the bench, like that was like the only American over there kind of in the major leagues, and then Tim Howard went there and had a nice career as goaltender, a few other spot guys, but like now we're seeing again 9 guys playing in Champions League. It's like it's crazy, and it definitely makes you feel good because I mean just even earlier tonight, the U.S. played El Salvador in a friendly, won 6-0, and that's not the best U.S. guys. Granted, like El Salvador is not good, but it's like not the best guys are out there winning 6-0. It's like, okay, like how's this team going to look once all the starters come back? Pulisic, McKinney, Reyna, Adams, just go down the list. Like
Barcelona.
Yes. So it's for a country that should be competing a lot more in soccer. It's nice to at least see like, okay, like maybe we do have something going here for our national team. So it's exciting.
I mean, the U.S. should be, like I said, getting in the World Cup. The region that you qualify out of, it's pretty clear path. Like,
right.
Can you not beat Ecuador? Like, I mean, you should get in. Like, we're kind of teeing you up to get in there. And I'm not like we're not going to win the World Cup anytime soon.
No.
But it's just nice to sort of see the rebuilding. I mean, we haven't seen all these guys play together, but the young talent actually making their bones for good teams, not just like taking the big money and playing for Houston Dynamo or something like that.
Right.
And playing well in European competition. So that was encouraging to me. And I think we're definitely going to see several of these guys going forward as it sort of gets down into the elimination rounds. You get full strength teams. So some of these guys probably will get weeded out. I don't know if we're going to see Zach Steffen again. He's not the frontline goalkeeper, obviously, for Man City, but just getting a shot and playing well. That's what we need. Like, these are the guys we need for like the next 2 or 3 World Cups. Because let's be honest, it's not like Argentina. It's not like Spain where it's a factory where every 2 years, like, oh, we got a 19-year-old kid who's like the best thing ever. Like, it's not going to be that. So
19, that's an old man in some of those other countries, man.
Yeah, he's over the hill. He's washed.
Yeah.
He's got nothing left.
Yeah, that's it. No, I mean, you're right. It's very exciting to see what they're doing. But I'm actually glad you mentioned the MLS because I also did want to give a shout out to the I think Monday night, actually after our show, all the action happened in the MLS Cup. It was the Western Conference Finals. Seattle was down 2-0 against, I forgot, who were they playing? Was it Minnesota?
I think
it was Minnesota.
Yes, I believe it was.
Yeah, they were down 2-0, just really had nothing going. And then from the 75th minute through the 93rd minute, they wind up scoring 3 goals, making a massive comeback, earning their spot in the MLS Cup Finals, which will actually be this Saturday night against the Columbus Crew. So that'll be something to look forward to on the weekend.
I'll check it out. Yeah. Saturday night's a good spot. You're not really competing against a ton of college football. Mm-hmm. Get in there before. They used to have it on Sundays against the NFL.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Like, probably not the best way to do it, but whatever.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm a Galaxy fan, but Seattle, man, they're always good. And give props to a well-run MLS organization within the very restrictive rules of that league.
Mm-hmm.
Got to respect the consistent, just good product they put out there. So I'll definitely check that out. I don't really have too much else more than that. I mean, we're kind of on the midweek. I don't want to say lull, but lull.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing I had that just wanted to mention is just because we won't get to talk about a preview it because they play Friday afternoon, but our Hammers are taking on Leeds United. That'll be the NBC Sportsnet, the NBCSN. I think that's like a noon kickoff usually for Friday. So that should be fun. Try and catch a bit of that, watch them play Leeds. And hopefully they can hopefully they can just bounce back after the Manchester win. Like, that's all I want is just like give me a good performance after what happened against the Man U, the Europa League bound Man U, by the way, who did not qualify in the Champions League.
That's why I was just so hoping that Real Madrid would not make it. So it's like, look at you guys chilling in the Europa League.
Actually, no, because they did qualify. Never mind. I was going to say, no, but Sevilla made it through. Because, I mean, if Sevilla's in the Europa, that's just give them the title now.
They're going to win.
Yeah. But they actually made it through to the next round of Champions League. So looks
they're
like
screwed.
That race is, Sevilla's not getting anything. That race is wide open.
Nope. Totally screwed.
But yeah, looking forward to the West Ham. I saw that Bielsa announced his starting 11 in some sort of like, I don't know if it was supposed to be like a confidence move, like announcing him this early, but it's like, I could probably tell you West Ham starting 11 because it hasn't really changed at all this year.
Nope.
So.
No, it is what it is. We already know.
Cyber Moyes has some strict protocols that he's not allowed to change in his coding.
Well, it's pre-programmed.
Yeah. It's in his coding. It's just right there. Like, he can't help it. But, hopefully we can catch hopefully be able to catch a little bit of that. If Ronnie's not back to work, he might be able to catch it as well. But we'll see what goes on with
hour
that.
By hour.
Yeah, that's a fluid situation. So
yes, exactly. It's the most fluid situation. I don't know. My boss doesn't know. It just keeps, hey, I'll text you. I'll call you. Like, oh, yeah, you're going back. You're not going back. You're going back. You're not going back. So that's where we're at with that.
And then also, we do have a Thursday night football game, which we didn't have last week. Feels like it's been forever since we've had that. There we go. Justin's on it. Pats, Rams. Of course, the Rams, who are now the leaders in the NFC West, also the number 3 seed in the playoffs, I believe. Pats are only like a game or two out. Somehow, they're only a game or two out of the AFC playoffs, so they're making a nice little run. I imagine they will have a tougher time this week than they did this past weekend against my Chargers.
Yeah, could be interesting, especially as you kind of alluded to. Patriots sort of digging themselves out of the hole they were already in, so they've looked a little bit better, but we'll see. I mean, the Rams really need to take care of business here.
Yeah.
Could be sort of a slip and fall kind of game for them, though. Patriots aren't just going to give anything up easily, so could be a good game for Thursday night. Yeah. I'm just telling you, Fox app, work so I can watch it in 4K. So I'm so pissed off about that. I watched the Super Bowl in 4K. Netflix works in 4K. Everything works in 4K except your stupid app. I don't know why. Sorry, I got a little heated right there.
Hey, it happens. You got to let it out, man. But somebody go give that man a towel, cool him down. But I got to imagine tomorrow it will be just like most Rams game where it's like, okay, if Goff doesn't have to throw more than like 25 passes, the Rams should win that one.
Yeah, they should. I mean, that's what they've been doing. That's been working. It's just running game. I mean, even their little like stretch play passes are essentially like runs.
Right.
So Goff should not be throwing, let's just say, over 20 yards more than 15 times a game.
Right.
Like, if that's happening, then you're kind of in trouble. Like, that means you're sort of reaching or you're chasing a lead or something like that. But if they just do what they've been doing, they should win this game. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So that could be a fun game tomorrow. Again, we'll see how it happens. I think it's more dependent on the Rams than anything. The Rams are kind of like a two-headed monster where like they look amazing one week and then the very next week they just look terrible. So could be a good game, could be a blowout. Can't really call it. I think I don't know what the line is. I probably like the Rams, but they're also so volatile that I don't know if I would put money on it.
Yeah, depending on what the spread is there. Could be some joy on the Patriots if you, again, entertainment purposes only.
Of course. Please believe that.
Only mentioning that just for the initiated gambling types out there. But just take that as you will.
Yeah, I didn't have anything else, Ron. You got anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
No, that's it. Thank you guys. Again, as always, hit us up in the comments or call in or hit us up on Twitter between shows. We love hearing from you guys and always love when you guys tune into the show. So thank you very much.
Yeah, definitely stick around here on the network. I'm actually not sure what's on the schedule for tonight. Oh, also speaking of network, let's give a shout out to our, I guess, boss, Bo. He had his birthday yesterday. I also saw he's planning on doing some sort of, I guess, DJing for New Year's Eve on the network. So keep an eye out for that in the coming weeks.
Bandied about, and I'm totally in on that.
Yeah, please. I'm in for that. I'm totally in for that. So
please do that.
But yes, happy belated birthday to Bo. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you. Again, stick around on the network. Again, I'm sorry I don't know what's on the schedule for tonight, but we always got good stuff on here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be back here on Friday. You guys know the drill. Keep the fire.
Keep the fire.